This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Sacramento Kings guard Buddy Hield in town for his 2017 Buddy Bucket Summer Basketball Camp, which started this morning at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. The event will finish up tomorrow afternoon with a game between the Jordan Petroleum Falcons and the Anatol Rogers Timberwolves. Now, even though Buddy is in town to help out the kids, he did take the time out to speak about his rookie season in the NBA and what he expects moving forward. We get that story from Julian Gibson.
Benson, according to Buddy Hield, he says that the Sacramento Kings organization fits his playing style, and he believes the trade was a good move.
I really respect New Orleans. I really thankful for them giving me the opportunity to draft me and everything, but I feel that the system was not, everything is around Anthony Davis, and he was the guy, and he's a special talent, so you can't go wrong with that. It's his time. So, I was happy about going to Sacramento, and happy to start a new wave, trying to find myself again. And when I was able to go there and the offense was just open up where I can be free, coach let me play my game. It's still structured, but I still couldn't do things I used to do in college. But, I got to earn his trust, earn his confidence, and everything that'll keep growing. But I love it. The fans are great. They support us real well in Sacramento. So I'm just down for the next challenge.
And Buddy believes you got to be ready when opportunity comes, because there are plenty young ballers trying to get into the NBA.
You'd think you could be relaxed, but you can't, because it's business. Anything can happen any day. Like, I didn't thought I was going to get traded, but I got traded. So you got to be producing, and if you don't produce, they're going to find somebody else to produce. So you got to take this job serious and come with it every day.
And his message is still the same. Every minute, every day, every month, every year. Believe in the master and stay humble.
I have many nights and many days where I feel like I was not going to make it, but not my faith and that extra push that, you keep pushing, that you keep working, you keep grinding, don't give up. A lot of guys give up. I was talking to Darryl Sayers and his crew the other day, there was a lot of guys that are way better than me. I saw a lot of guys that had NBA talent, but they didn't push themselves hard enough. So keep pushing and don't give up. And somebody will see them and they'll get a chance. It's a game of opportunities.
Now, after this weekend, Buddy will head to Grand Bahama for a next basketball camp. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
Sports Minister, the Honorable Michael Pintard, among those congratulating Team Bahamas for a job well done at the Commonwealth Youth Games. In addition to what the athletes have already accomplished, the minister issued a new assignment.
You're competing on the world stage, so you are going to have an opportunity through competition, through your networking, to talk to young people around the world. I'm asking you to use this platform God has given you, because so few persons have an opportunity to compete in the way that you're competing, to travel to the places you will travel. And I'm asking you to use your platform so that the excellence that you display on the track, in field events, and in other areas of sport, that we could do this in every area of our life as a country.
While the minister expects athletes to do their part abroad, he also hopes they do the same here at home.
What you've accomplished in sport, we need you now to take the same lessons and transfer it to the rest of our national life in the Bahamas. There are many young people who have not found out yet what their talents are. You have. You have an opportunity to communicate to other young people a message that no government official can deliver more effectively than you. So when people say you are the leaders of tomorrow, allow me to edit that. You are the leaders right now. A 14, 15, 18-year-old standing where you're standing, speaking to thousands of young people in your age bracket, would be infinitely more effective than any minister of the gospel, any political figure, any business leader in the Bahamas. You have a message that, in my view, could transform the young man who is tempted to pick up a knife, a cutlass, or a gun to harm somebody who looks just like him. Your message could get the students who are minded not to go to school because education still matters.
Still on the Commonwealth Youth Games, the Bahamas hosted the maximum of 9 sports. As for how the sports were chosen,
I am on the assumption that the 9 sports are already in the Commonwealth's menu. It's a question of, and I would like to believe that it's based on what is a common sport within the Commonwealth. And so I'm not so sure how common softball or basketball would be throughout the Commonwealth versus rugby's, for example, and the average sports, swimming, cycling, boxing. And so I think it may be difficult to add a sport versus just looking at the menu and choosing from the menu where your strengths are. And I think that would be the success of the sport, where your strengths, when you decide to bid for these games, do we want all 9, do we want 5, do we want 6, do we want 3, or whatever the allowable number is.
From the minor league baseball diamond last night, Lucius Fox went 1 for 4 with a stolen base, 2 runs batted in, and a run scored for Charlotte in a 7-1 win over Dunedin. As for Champ Short, he was 0 for 3 with 2 stolen bases, an RBI, and a run scored in Binghamton's 6-4 win over New Hampshire. The New Providence Softball Association back on the diamond last night. Up first, the Wildcats, no match for the Lady Hitters, losing 14-3.
We struggled offensively, made a few errors on defense, but we tried to come back, but it wasn't enough.
We took advantage in the first 3 innings, and I told my ladies that once we score defense, and we hold the lead throughout the night.
We came through with our bats. It really came around, and it really wasn't anything to hit.
They started off as cats, and then they end as kittens.
I heard what Mary said when she said kids don't play with kittens when she was talking about UB, so we had to come back and show them that we aren't kids.
Oh, that's what they said? It's okay. They can have that win, but we'll be back. No worries. We're going to, get ourselves back together, practice, work on our offense a little bit more. We need to be a little bit more strategic, especially when we're down. We need to play a little bit more team ball and, just play small ball to help us get back into the game.
On to the men's feature game now. The Hitmen brought out the big lumber against the Truckers, but even that wasn't enough. Truckers win this one 13-10. And that'll do it for sports. Stay tuned and check on weather still to come.